Welcome. I'm Counselor Carl, and you know, the majority of my clients have significant issues with codependency. They arrive complaining of anxiety, depression, and stress, but the real issue is they don't know how to take care of themselves in relationships. So how do so many children develop the beliefs and behaviors that produce codependency? My goal today is to take you inside the mind of a wounded child so you can witness the birth of codependency. There are many sad and unfortunate environments that can instill codependent beliefs and behaviors in children, such as being abused or neglected, having a chronically ill, overwhelmed, or absent parent, being bullied or teased by peers, or experiencing traumatic accidents, events, or losses. The example I'm using today is that of a young boy growing up in an alcoholic family. If you saw my video, What is Codependency Really?, you learned that codependency is a flawed strategy learned in childhood for getting needs met in relationships. Codependents believe their needs and feelings are wrong, bad, a burden to others, or even dangerous, and that it is selfish or wrong to say no. They also believe they can make relationships work all by themselves, which is purely magical thinking, since healthy relationships require the efforts of both people. So where does this magical thinking come from? We usually associate it with children because they lack the fully developed brains of an adult and thus can view stressful situations in very distorted ways. For example, adults viewing a horror film may be scared, but not really, because they know that the monsters exist only on the silver screen. Young children, however, viewing the same film, can think that the monsters are actually in the theater or under the bed, ready to kill, which can be terrifying and traumatizing. The truth is, we're all born into a world of which we have no choice, and we grow up in an environment that we did not choose. Some of us got lucky and were raised in nurturing and safe environments. Others were not so lucky and grew up in chaos, dysfunction, tragedy, or abuse. Our childhood environment constantly interacts with us, and all the while we are making decisions about who we are, what we can expect from others, and what we can expect from life. If we grow up in a safe and supportive environment, then we probably develop positive beliefs, such as, I am worthwhile, others will meet my needs, and life is good. However, if we grow up in a highly dysfunctional, abusive, or traumatic environment, then we probably develop negative beliefs, such as, I'm worthless. Others will never meet my needs or even hurt me, and life will always let me down. So now let's imagine little Tommy, an 8-year-old boy growing up with an alcoholic father who abuses him, and a stressed-out mother who neglects him as she tries to cope with her out-of-control husband. Now, any adult observing this family, like a fly on the wall, would conclude that Tommy is a victim of his parents' significant problems. But how would Tommy view the same situation as he lives through it? Well, his immature mind would not be able to see the truth of the matter, that his parents are unable to give him the love and support he so desperately needs because of their defects. Instead, Tommy would conclude, there must be something wrong with me, that dad hits me and mom neglects me, which is the birth of shame that lies at the root of codependency. Shame is the belief that I'm defective and not good enough. Sadly, Tommy has concluded that his badness causes mom and dad to abuse and neglect him. Now let's look at the natural extension of Tommy's belief. His immature thinking goes something like this. If it's my fault that mom and dad treat me badly, then if I just find the right way to behave, they will give me the love I need. And there, in that moment, is the birth of codependency as a strategy for Tommy to get his needs met in relationships. I must be what others want me to be, or no one will like me or love me, he tells himself over and over again, which becomes Tommy's operating system based on magical thinking. And without a healthy adult to help Tommy make realistic sense of his dysfunctional environment, he is doomed to live his life guided by flawed codependent beliefs. Unless one day he begins to ask himself, why am I this way? Which might just be the beginning of his journey into recovery from codependency. I hope Tommy's example helps you understand and feel the desperation of the wounded child who resides inside the adult codependent. I hope it helps you understand why codependents feel so much shame and fear when they even contemplate asking for what they want or saying no. Because such behaviors break all the rules that help codependents feel safe while growing up in a dysfunctional environment. The good news is that recovery from codependency is possible, which I will discuss in a later video. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. And if you want to hear more, then subscribe to my channel, Counselor Carl. I will post a new video every other Sunday, with the next one being When Codependency Becomes an Addiction. You can also visit my website, SerenityOnlineTherapy.com, for articles on various mental health topics and to view my credentials, areas of specialization, and the online counseling services I offer for codependency and other problems of life. Thanks for watching, and keep paying attention to your life. Until next time.